What is going on, movie meals? We're here for Rambo! Ready? Let's get ready for Rambo! It's my favorite thing ever.
It's way better than Dumbo.
Rambo, Last Blood, saw it this weekend. True.
And just kicked it.
Rambo, we watched the first one. I've seen all of them, big Rambo fan. Kyle had not seen any of them, correct?
I just saw the first one with you,
well,
and it was
That,
delightful.
yeah. It is. It's a great film. It's a drama.
But yeah, that's the only one I've seen.
I've seen the other, so I was very excited for Rambo. But let's get into it. Kyle, start with you? What did you think of Rambo?
It's a good time. It's a good action flick. If you just want to go to the theater, sit down and watch Sylvester Stallone kill a bunch of people in gruesome and violent ways. I mean, it definitely delivers on that. It delivers those cheesy, nostalgic Sylvester Stallone vibes that normally you'd get out of a lot of his type of movies. But I think it does a good job at least for me, paying homage to First Blood, which I was just able to see recently. I think it does well enough for that. And I think it does a well enough job for having some type of emotional arc to this story, even though it's mostly just there for the violence and the Rambo type of action that most fans are normally used to. But when going back to the first movie, I think it does a good job of paying homage to that in certain ways, and I think it has enough an emotional arc to where you buy into Rambo's motivations for what he's doing, for what he's trying to accomplish, and in terms of saving his niece, which is pretty much the whole plot of this story anyway. And I think it does a good job of that, but just because I'm not a huge fan of the Rambo franchise, haven't seen many of them, if any of them, I just don't have too much to speak on the movie in general. It's just mostly an entertaining action movie for the 90 minutes I was in the theater.
Yeah, my pauses. I had a great time with this film. I'm a big Rambo fan, and I love the first one. The first one is personally my favorite. It is
I was very impressed by it.
It is more. I mean, it's an Oscar film. It's a drama.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually less violent than the book, which is interesting because then the later movies get much more violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the creator of the book, who was involved with the first one, and I think a couple others, like disowns Last Blood, but as a fan.
This new
he
one?
did not like it. But as a fan of this movie franchise, I really dug it. I had a good time with it. I like the 80s lines. I like Sylvester Stallone giving those lines. There's a line in the movie that I won't shut up about. It's ticking everybody off.
Already.
But I think it's great. The action delivers. Stallone delivers. And it's a fun time. The last 20 minutes is the best part of the whole movie. That's what you buy the ticket for, is that last 20 minutes. It's just balls to the wall insane, and it's really good. But let's get into the negatives. Kyle, negatives of Last Blood.
There wasn't really too much in terms of negatives for this movie, just because, again, I don't have much love for the Rambo franchise, so I really don't have anything bad to speak about this movie. I could see, diehard fans of First Blood, maybe, and only maybe First Blood, or even, the book series, will not find this one enjoyable, because it still sticks to normally how we view Rambo movies nowadays, and not so much of how First Blood is viewed as, so maybe there could be a disconnect with there, but besides that, though, it's a pretty fast-paced movie. It has plenty of great actions, or not great action sequences, but good enough to where people will find entertainment out of them. And I don't really have anything bad to speak about this movie. I thought, for what it was trying to accomplish, I thought it achieved it well enough.
I mean, for a Rambo movie, it's generic, it's action, it's not maybe the best script, you go there for the action. It takes a while to get to those kills. There's a little bit where it's kind of like, let's get to the kills here. So there is a little boring factor that even hit
Might
for
have been
me.
more setup than you think.
More talking, I think, than Stallone's had in any of the other Rocky or Rambo movies, to be honest. And
the script is 5 pages.
I really liked the movie, but it is a little long because it's a short movie. But it drags a little bit, I think, because we're setting up and it's like, all right, let's get to that. But at the same time, I've heard some critics talk about this, and I like this a lot, so I'm going to repeat it. Is that it's kind of like a crescendo. It's like this opera building up to it. We're starting slow, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's just crazy kills. Yeah. I kind of like that. So. Those are my biggest issues, but it's a Rambo movie. You're not going to this movie because you're looking for a film. You're going to this movie because you're looking for Rambo to destroy and murder people in a bloody way.
Mindless 90 minutes of fun.
Yeah, that's why you're going to this film, and I enjoyed it. Anything else to add?
It's taken me Home Alone, so have at it.
Sure. All right, guys, what did you think of Rambo? If you saw it, please comment below. Let us know. Remember to like, subscribe, share. And as always, thanks for watching, Mom.
See you guys.